Welcome, gorgeous Geminis. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your September horoscopes. Well, a better month coming up for you. You know, some of you have really been through the ringer. You probably might not remember ringers, but in the old days, there were these washing machines and they had these sort of rubber ring things on top that used to turn, and you'd put the clothes through and it'd get the excess water out. Well, have you ever felt like that? So the last few months has been a bit like that. Anyway, but you know, after the eclipses of July and, you know, Mercury turning direct in August, September, so we finally are getting some rewards coming through for everything that we've been through over the last couple of months. So for you, gorgeous Geminis, a lot of this could revolve around your home and family, okay? And I'm getting the sense while I'm talking of redecorating and renovations for some of you, but some could even move house altogether. It's like there's room and space for beauty in your life now. You've had a good clean out. You've got rid of a lot of stuff, and maybe you've got rid of stuff physically too. I was referring to, you know, emotional baggage when I said that just then. So a much better month for you this month, thankfully. So the first half of the month, we see Mercury, Venus and Mars in your fourth house of home and family. Lots of communications going on between family members, and a new sort of harmony in the home that maybe wasn't there before to such an extent. Venus sort of gives you the sense of peace and harmony and cooperation with other people, sharing and caring, okay? So that's really good. Also with Mars there, you might be feeling really motivated, so a lot of activity around the home. You could be communicating from home, say online, for example. You might be writing, you might be doing live streams, you might be doing these YouTube videos or YouTube live streams. Lots of, you know, getting your message out there and your voice out to the world, which is really useful. 13th and 14th, full moon joins Neptune in your 10th house. 10th house is about your vocation and your career and reputation. This is different to the 6th house. Okay, 6th house is kind of like everyday type routine work. This is about what makes your heart sing. This is about what gives meaning to your life. If you're not doing paid work at the moment, it could be volunteer work, or it could be working with animals or people that, you know, are not as well off as you in some way. Okay, I'm not just talking about financially, but in some way something hasn't worked out for them and you could be helping them, okay? So it's anything to do, you know, with your mission in life, and that may be having children and rearing your children too. So lots of variations on a theme there. But the full moon is about transformation. The full moon brings stuff up out of the subconscious. And you may find if you're in a job and it doesn't make your heart sing, that you have the realization that it's time to change. Okay, something, change to something that gives you some sort of meaning in life, some sort of sense of fulfillment, something where you know that you're on the right track for where you're supposed to be in your life. Okay, you know, the days of just working for money, for the sake of money, it's not going to cut it anymore, because Spirit doesn't want that for us. And as soon as we realize, you know, you can do it for a little while, but at some point, the point is going to come where you're going to say, I'm not being spiritually fed here. I'm not getting any sense of, you know, fulfillment out of this job. It's got no meaning to me. Okay. So 15th sees Venus and Mercury move into your 5th house of creativity. Creativity, childlike fun, entertainment, flirtatiousness. You could meet somebody, you know, you'll be particularly looking for leisure and pleasure. And with Venus and Mercury there's bound to be a lot of communications, a lot of socializing, a sense of peacefulness and harmony. The inner child is awakened, and he or she wants to go out and have fun with other people. Okay, so it could be romantic love. I often call the fifth house the house of young love. Doesn't matter how old you are. Everybody has an inner child that wants to be loved and wants to give love. Okay, that's just a normal human basic thing, a fundamental of life, and it is awakened in you in September. So well done. If you're in the southern hemisphere, we're going into springtime, so how appropriate that young love is awakened in the spring. Think of all the birds and the bees and the animals and that sort of thing, you know. Okay, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're in autumn or fall, and you could be working really hard. So you might meet people through your work, particularly if you're in the northern hemisphere. The 24th sees the sun going into the 5th. The 28th sees the new moon in the 5th. Okay, the sun is all about insight and awareness. And again, this is your house of creativity. You could have absolutely brilliant flashes of creativity moving you to create in some way. Also, if you're looking to get pregnant, it's a good time for getting pregnant. Fifth house energy as well, because you're close to the world of the child. You may have more to do with children than usual. The 28th is new moon, which is a time of new beginnings again in the fifth house. So you could start a new relationship. You could meet somebody in September. And particularly if you're in the southern hemisphere, because it's our spring and, you know, we're out and about and we're doing things, okay? But it's a time of fun. Whichever way you look at it, it's a time for leisure and pleasure. Now, I'm just going to have a little look psychically for you. So I'll close my eyes, gorgeous Geminis. Yes, the first thing I see, it's like on a boat moving away from a sort of difficult situation into calmer weather, a time of calmer weather. It's like you've had an umbrella up, the umbrella and the rain's been falling. Rain can mean tears sometimes, but the rain has stopped and now there's a beautiful rainbow that I can see above you. So things are looking up in the world much better, and I see the sun beyond the rainbow as well. So, you know, the time of tears is passing because there's so much more to do. Now, what we're going to do now is look in the tarot, okay, and see what the tarot cards have got for us. I've shuffled these cards up before, but we'll see what we come out with. And the card that jumps up is the Justice card. Okay, now this is not necessarily about legal issues, but it can be. This is about natural justice, natural law, LORE. But it is well blessed, a time well blessed for human justice. So if you've got legal issues going on or contracts or anything of that sort of ilk, September is a great month, okay, to be signing contracts and agreements. And I want to say, particularly in the entertainment area, if you're working in the entertainment area and you've got a contract, September's great. You'll see the owl sitting on this lady's shoulder, and that's giving her wisdom and intuition. You can see she is blindfolded because she is going on the evidence that is directly in front of her, but she's got to weigh it up. She can't see all of the factors. She doesn't see all of the information, is just not available to her. That's why she must listen to the owl, the intuition in her ear. You see the scales there where she's weighing things up. And there's also a sword, which is about analysing thoughts, concepts, cognition, being logical, okay? Logic is really useful, okay? It's not all about, life's not all about, the spiritual. Life is about the balance of logic, spirit, emotions and physicality, okay? The four realms of human existence. So you see there, she's sitting on a throne covered in red. It is about action. There is action here. Action will stem from these decisions. If you want to buy a new car, this is a great time too, because you've got to sign that contract, okay? But weigh it up in your mind first. Alrighty, let's have a look at the next card for gorgeous Geminis. September 2019. Yes. And we come up with the wonderful card, the Eight of Pentacles. This is fantastic for earning money. And I want to say again, if you're in the entertainment industry, I'm getting the sense of actors or people that entertain other people in some way. So you could have a new gig coming to you. You know, comedians, the theatre, something where you're, you know, providing pleasure for other people. You'll see this person, you see all the pentacles down the side here. This usually indicates something of a physical nature, most probably money. It is what, pentacles are what is physical, but what you value as well, you know, so not necessarily money. You see this lass here, she's making something like a silversmith, or, you know, something valuable that she's making. So this is coming from your own work and your own creativity. There's a sense of spirituality that goes with that creation as well, okay? It's not doing something half-hearted. It's doing really good work and being rewarded for it. If you've got some financial issues, you may find in the month of September that they're much easier for you. Something comes along, a lucky break. Things go your way. Okay, so looking again for the last card for gorgeous Geminis in September 2019. Yes, and just before I even turn the card over, what I'm seeing is a ladder. They're telling me you're climbing the ladder to success. Okay, so just keep on doing what you're doing. You're getting there, which is fantastic. Now, let's have a look. Wonderful. It is the Sun card. The Sun. So all about happiness, awareness, insight, and, you know, just joy in your life, warmth, feeling secure, really happy feelings for you. So you're going to become aware of what it is that you need to be doing and how you need to be doing it. I'm actually really pleased for you. I hope mine turns out as good. We'll find when we get to mine what happens. But in short, you've got a lovely, lovely month there with the cards. So that's great too. Okay, so switching back to me, actually, if we go like this, you can see the cards and me. Alrighty. So I'll just close my eyes now, again for you gorgeous Geminis. Yeah, so the ladder's back, and as you're climbing the ladder, I see holding a light, like a lamp, in your hand. So you provide your own light. The light often refers to like the light of awareness, the light of insight. You're getting these brilliant things going on in your mind, telling you what's going on. I can see like Celtic knots, the old Celts, you know, so if you're, particularly this refers to you if your ancestry is Celtic, so around the Great Britain area. Okay, now anything else for Geminis in September 2019? And an angel flutters in. There's guardian angels that you can talk to and you can, you know, communicate with. Start. You know, you may not have a huge full-on conversation at first, it takes time, but you'll become aware that there's additional help from spirit being, you know, sent to you. They're showing me a heart now. Again, that's sort of like self-love, but also love with other people, where other people are concerned. A great time for starting new relationships. Okay, alrighty, I hope you've found that helpful, gorgeous Geminis. Please give this video a like if you've liked it. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. Catch me every Monday morning, 8 a.m. Australian time. So Sydney time, Sydney, Australia, because like America, we've got huge landmass and lots of time zones. So 8 a.m. Sydney, Australia time for pick a card, which is your vibe for the week, okay? And tune in, and I'm live. I do these live, okay? It's actually less work than doing all the video stuff, because I don't know if if you're into the metaphysics or you've got any kind of natural psychic ability, you've probably worked out by now that using technology, there's something really weird going on with the energy. So I actually find the live streams easier to do than videos. Okay, but in the meantime, have a great and wonderful month, and I shall catch you next time. Okay, bye for now.